Today's project is going to be a hollowed out book to hide a gun in. I'm going to tell you what I think you're going to need. I may come across something I haven't thought of yet later on. I'll let you know if I do. The book, it's a piece of scrap plywood big enough to get two pieces out that are the size of the book. A little something to mix up some glue and water in. That's going to be a 50-50 mix of Elmer's glue and water. A little brush to put it on, stir it up in here, mix it up. Pencil, the pistol you want to hide in there, the pencils to trace around your gun. Some wax paper, a clamp, and I don't have them up here, but a couple of drywall screws, a drill, and a couple of small drill bits. And when I get to it, I'll show you what size. Okay, I measured the pages of the book, and I've cut out a couple of pieces that are roughly the right diameter. I mean, it could be, you know, an 1/8 inch, a 1/4 inch more or less, no big deal. And then I took my pistol and my pencil, hold on, traced around it. Okay? And that's what I got so far. Now, I'm going to put these in the book, and I'm going to show you how I do it, and I'm going to put some wax paper between the bottom of this and the top page. I'm going to leave a couple pages that I'm not going to cut, and same thing on the bottom. I'll be right back. Okay, let's see if I can explain this. I left a few pages on either side of the book. And of course the book covers I left opened up as well. I've got my plywood cut to roughly the size of the pages on both sides. I've got wax paper in between the page and the plywood. And the reason for that is when I mix my glue up, I want to be able to pull my boards off. I'm going to have to paint the edges of this with the glue all the way around, three sides actually. And then I'm going to let it dry, about 15 minutes or so. Then I'm going to drill a couple of holes through the body. This is the part I'll be cutting out, the body of the gun, the silhouette, with a drill bit that's slightly larger than the screws I'm going to be using. Now I put my drill bit in far enough to the drill where I won't drill completely through. I'll just drill through the top layer of plywood, the books, and not into the second layer of plywood. This is how far it will go in. Okay, I'm going to mix my glue up, which is 50-50 mix, and I'm going to get that painted on here, and I'll be back in about 20 minutes. Okay, I've got my wax paper on, I got my screws put through there. Let me bring that in a little bit. And they are sticking out the back a little bit, that's alright. Okay, now I'm going to take my glue, my 50-50 mix, this is what it looks like. And I'm going to brush it on the pages here. I don't want to get it on the plywood because I don't want nothing sticking to the plywood. That's why I've got this wax paper here. I'll let this soak in, get it really good and wet. Okay, you get the idea. I'm going to try to keep this under 10 minutes. I'll be back when this is dry. Alright, it's dry. I put a couple of coats on, let it soak in real good. and it's dry. So what I'm going to do now is just take a clamp and keep these covers and pages out of the way. I've got a drill here with a bit that is bigger than my jigsaw blade. So I can get down there in the middle of this cutout and start cutting. And I'm just going to show you a little bit here and a little bit of cutting. That way I don't run past 10 minutes. Alrighty. I'm going to get to the cut in just a second. I'm going to screw these 2 screws into my bench so this won't move. Okay, that was a little harder than I thought it was going to be. Plus I inhaled all that book dust. So let's see here. Okay. Alright, I need to, right in this corner, I need to trim it up just a little bit. I'm going to have to take a razor blade and cut these corners off. I couldn't get in them. I'll do that and I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. I just had to trim a couple of corners out. That's what it looks like. Now, what I gotta do is my glue mixture. I gotta take my glue mixture and go all around the insides here and glue all these pages together. And I can be a little more liberal with the glue. And I'll clamp it all together, hold it together tight, let that dry, and then I'll show you the finished product. Well, I hope Jeff Smith, the frugal gourmet, doesn't mind I destroyed his book. There you go. No, dear, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to YouTube. Would you like to say anything to YouTube? No. No? Okay. All right, then. That's all for me, too. Have a good day.